What's going on, guys? This is Kevin with Arnold Prints, the channel that helps your business grow. So we're here for everyday needs as far as printing, as well as tech reviews and just business tips in general. So if you like that type of content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Today we're talking about nothing else but laser engravers. So this is a CO2 laser engraver. We call it Big Blue, which is a 50-watt CO2 laser. So there's a CO2 laser and a fiber laser. So everybody's asking, which unit do I get? And I like Big Blue because guess what? She's cheap. She's about $1,500. You can get her imported right in from China. They even have some that are in the States you can get from California itself. So great machine. It does everything from tumblers, acrylic, wood. It's really a universal machine. Like I said, CO2, so it's got a certain wavelength. It can only do objects that are like metal. Etching, it doesn't actually engrave, say, metal. That's a fiber laser, so it has a different wavelength. Okay, so Big Blue here is basically a fairly large unit. I mean, you're looking at basically like a 30-inch by almost 35-inch footprint. So the footprint of this is actually larger than the picture looks. So if you have a small house or something of that sort, it may not work for you. So this is in a pretty good sized shop. It's a 1,500 square foot shop here. So it's basically a shop that we built on our property near our house so we can actually print when we get home or if we have off time, do some testing and things like that. So we have this machine here today. And again, this is Big Blue. It's made of metal here. It's got basically a lift carriage here. We have a hot dog roller. So the hot dog roller goes inside of here and you can etch your tumblers. So a lot of people are buying this machine and we're getting a lot of content, questions going on. People are calling me, emailing me. And I guess, you know what? You need some information, so let's get it to you. We're going to do as much as we can on YouTube. If you need further one-on-one assistance, by all means, you can contact us, sales, S-A-L-E-S, at arnoldprints.com. That's ARNOLDPRINTS.com, and we'll be glad to get back to you. Again, my name's Kevin. If you call us and you get on the phone with me, you're lucky. We'll try to help you out and do what we can do. We do, like you said, consultations, and we can try to get you set up with setting it up, which is a big issue. We're going to do a separate video on that, just how to get it into English. Because when you first buy this machine, it's in Chinese, because where is it made in China, right? So the Chinese know what they're looking at. Maybe they don't read English there. Who knows? So how to navigate through the menu to even get into English is your first step. So we'll get you through the English process and then basically show you how to do engraving or etching onto tumblers. Wood products, and basically twill for embroidery shops, which is super helpful. So again, this is just kind of like an introduction to this machine, which is Big Blue. They do make it in different colors, so it's basically the same machine. What you want to look at is you want to look at something called I believe it's called a Ruida. Could correct me if I'm wrong. So RUIDA controller. That is the one you want. So there's some off brands that use off-name controllers that do not work. This one is the best. So Ruida controllers. Other than that, these Chinese machines, believe it or not, even some of your commercial machines are about the same. Okay, so 50 watt. They do make a 60 watt that has a bigger bed, but again, it's a bigger machine and you're gonna have to have place for this thing. So the bigger you go, the more capacity it can do, but the machine gets large. So this one doesn't have a stand. You can make one easily. It does come with 2 units. So you need a chiller for this. So the chiller basically cools water through the CO2 tube, and that's what keeps basically the power going. It keeps the element cool so that it's accurate. So if you're doing a bunch of cups and you don't have a good cooling system set up, and maybe the one that they sent you is not working because you're cutting for a long period of time, you got to upgrade to a powered chiller. The next thing is you have an air source. It's a basic air pump, very small. They use them in a lot of hydroponics and aquaponics. And it hooks up just to a little air tube, simple. You don't need anything crazy. Basically blows a little bit of air in. You have basically the laser. It blows air in through the side. So 1, you don't catch your design on fire. And 2, if you have any soot in there, it actually blows it out so you can have clean registration. Okay? So that you will have to have on and in use for any time that you use this. Otherwise, you will kill the bulb. And I believe the machine even has a hard stop and will not let you use it without having those on. So keep that in mind, guys. Okay? Next thing is proper ventilation. This machine can have some toxic chemicals come out. God forbid you start cutting all kinds of crazy stuff. You say, hey, I'm gonna start cutting this PVC vinyl. Well, it releases different molecules that are actually toxic or cancerous. You need to have proper ventilation. So we actually have a hydroponics duct that shoots out and brings it through a system that funnels out to an exterior filter. So this one filters from the environment as well as filters away from myself and employees and makes it so that we don't get sick. And that's the primary thing, especially if you're a large shop and you have OSHA come through, any of those regulatory systems, they're gonna kick you right in the butt. Okay, so do not let it happen to you. They'll look at you and they're saying, how are you mitigating this toxic fume? And how are you protecting the environment? And they could actually probably shut you down or fine you. So don't do it. So that's the basics on this machine. So we're gonna answer some other questions in next videos. Make sure to like and subscribe this video, and we'll be right back with another one coming up on more into this unit and basically the methods of what we use it for in our embroidery shop and different items that you can make with this. So lots of ideas and basically pricing off of how you gauge what cups cost as well as things that you can make for profit. So stay tuned, guys. If you like lasers, go ahead and drop a comment down below if you have one, and stay tuned until next time, guys. Hit the like down below. Peace.